All right, bang. Today is Wednesday. It is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Free Swim Wednesday. Chief, happy Valentine's Day.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day to the fellas.
Yeah.
This is Chief's Christmas.
It is.
No, I lost the draft. I'm not as romantic as you guys think I am.
How do we know you lost? Oh, you got voted off. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Bad.
Yeah, I came in dead last.
Moment.
Yeah.
You did.
Dead last. It wasn't. It's not my holiday. I'm romantic every day. It's hard for me to dial it up past 10 on a specific day when I'm just romantic in general.
Yeah. Well, you could have wore your pink or your red or whatever. That would be nice.
Pink is my summer color typically. So.
Really?
Yeah. I got a great complexion for pink.
Do you have a pink romper or no?
No, I don't have any rompers. That's a fake news, false story. Going back to the Nashville, it's just black shorts and a black whatever that shirt is. It's absolutely not a romper.
So right now we're recording a day before, like we typically do. Obviously, if you follow Barstool closely, you know Monday was the overnight stream with the free throw challenge.
Monday and
you
Tuesday.
both stayed all night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are dying.
I got about a half an hour.
So you're hurt. It's going to be an injured podcast.
I'm a vegetable.
A noodle brain.
Noodle.
Yeah.
So we'll power through. And I mean, listen, we could say some stuff because I know we're trying to, because we have a live show today too.
Well, the romper thing. I have bad clothes moments on this internet because between the romper and dressing like a male cheerleader last night, those are two bad looks for your boy.
I saw RDT tweet that and I was dying.
There was no denying it. That I was like, am I a male cheerleader? Which in a lot of ways kind of was my role for that event.
Yeah.
I kind of was a male cheerleader. And I looked the part and we had a moment where I thought I caught Danny like sniping pictures of me just walking around looking like a male cheerleader. And then I was wearing like the DraftKings jersey and I was so like, still am, but like delirious where I was like messing with it. And it was like I felt like I was wearing like two different, like I couldn't figure out how to like get the shirt off, but it was like stitched onto. It might be like a reversible jersey or something. I don't know, but it was my T-shirt with the way my pants were cut and my shoes. I was looking up in the sky as if I was about to like catch a cheerleader. I looked like a male cheerleader.
Me and Liam Blutman just analyzed the shit out of that picture for hours, and we laughed. We cried from laughing at least 4 different times. It wasn't even so much the outfit, but he had his knees slightly bent. It looked like he was showing a little sass, and then he had the clean white shoes. Like, everything was perfect. If he had dirty shoes, it probably wouldn't have worked. But it was just the perfect male cheerleading outfit.
Yeah. Kind of male cheerleaders are kind of yoked though, so I got that going for me.
They are.
Yeah,
they are. You should have walked up to him with the wrist tape.
That was the only thing I was missing.
Yeah.
We were gonna get him some pom poms.
That'd have been so good.
Or a baton or something.
Someone like photoshopped me in with cheerleaders,
looking up at the girl getting hoisted up.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Like I was about ready to, like, if she fell, like I was. What do you even call those? The
spotter.
Spot. I was basically a spotter. Yeah.
And it was also because you had a black T-shirt under a black jersey.
Yeah, but there was like white trim.
Right.
And it was a cheerleader.
And tight pants, made it look like a leotard.
Yeah.
You know what is going overlooked too? Is how that happened on the Monday after Super Bowl. Notoriously one of the worst days of the year. So people were already feeling like shit.
That was the Monday after the Super Bowl?
Yes, dude.
What day is it right now? Is it Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yes. We're recording for Wednesday, but it's Tuesday the day we're recording. That's getting overlooked like crazy.
Yeah. That Super Bowl feels like it was last year.
Yeah.
I feel the Chiefs they have their parade yet?
No, they have not. They have not. There's rumors that Taylor Swift might have been asked not to come.
What? Why?
I don't know. Crowds maybe? I don't know. I saw a blog on the dashboard. Let me see who wrote that.
She, I believe.
Did she? Yeah. I don't know if it's legit or not, but
parades are for crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I could see like a normal parade, like you get all of Kansas City, Taylor Swift on the duck boat or whatever. What do they call those things? I know that Boston used to call them. Whatever. They were riding around fire trucks. that could have been like weird, and the entire Midwest is going to come down for that.
Mm-hmm. The president.
See, I think I've had no problem with any of the Taylor stuff. I think it's, they always show like the families and whatever, the girlfriend. And like, I enjoy when they show like fucking Bill Burr at the UFC fight. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy like when they show
Donald Trump.
Yeah, celebrities, like whatever. I think it's like, I don't know, that's part of it. Oh, there's Mario Lopez.
I remember prop bets about how many times they were going to show Giselle on TV in a Patriots Super Bowl when she and Tom Brady were together. And I remember it being like over 2.5. Well, she'd be on TV over 2.5 times. Mm-hmm. I think Taylor might have been like 12.5.
Yeah, I think I saw it. It was like 56 seconds total or something like that.
But how many different cutaways?
Yeah. That's what I saw. Which my point being is this might be the first thing where I could like kind of agree with
the parade.
Like if like people, because people are going to be driving from Florida to Kansas City to go to this parade.
Yeah,
to get like Swifties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like that they would water it down for the real football fans celebrating.
Exactly.
I could see that.
That's the only thing I might be like, all right, I could see the point here.
Yeah,
I could see the point.
Yeah, I suppose, because it's not like showing her at a game is not going to ruin it for a Chiefs fan. But like if you can't even get to the parade route because there's 50% more people, and I'm obviously making up a number, I don't know what it'd be, but that would make it. That would suck if you're like, I really want to go to my third Super Bowl parade, but I can't because I can't get a good angle because Taylor's fans are here. So
imagine being like a Chiefs fan worrying about the traffic. Like, oh fuck, is Taylor going to the game today? We have to leave another 25 minutes earlier now.
Yeah, exactly. That would be not fun. Do you guys have a good Super Bowl besides that?
No.
Didn't win a bet.
No, I didn't bet anything.
I did not win a bet either. No. I did. I ended up being down only like $50, I think, but down. And I'm coming out of it. My voice is still a little bit fucked up. Since Thursday, I have had a sickness that makes COVID look like a little bitch. Like, I don't know. It was, I had like the worst fever, like chills, sweating through my clothes at night, like awful from Thursday night until Sunday, till like really through the Super Bowl. I woke up Monday morning like, all right, I feel good enough to go in.
So would you have just bone broth?
Yeah, actually.
Smoothies.
Girlfriend made chicken noodle soup for a Super Bowl meal. That was nice. But my parents turned me on to this stuff. No free ads, but it's like I don't even know how. I don't understand what it is, but it's like a super healthy. It's called Paleo Valley, and it tastes like you mix it in. It's like a powder, and it's all protein, but it's made from bone broth, and you just put it in your coffee. You put a scoop in your coffee, and it tastes like hot chocolate, and it's so fucking good. And I've been having those for breakfast like every day, and I was having those while I was sick too. But it's delicious.
That's good.
So you were sick, and then you just pulled an all-nighter last night.
Yeah. So I
get back.
I am somebody who, like, I feel like I get, if I do things like that where I'm in my brain. I went out with Nikki Smokes for a soccer day the Sunday before. And drank way too much, and I'm like, that's why I got sick on Thursday through the weekend.
1,000%.
That's a
Nicky
thing.
Smokes. You're probably sharing his jewel.
No, I didn't touch his jewel.
Getting mad cow disease together.
Yeah, but like, kind of just like even just being in his presence. Yeah.
Like you're getting ricochet saliva on you.
Who knows what he was doing the night before? It's just So I got sick from Nikki Smokes, obviously, and then. I am someone who I feel like I will be sick in 4 days because of this basketball shootout thing too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I got a question. What's the proper amount to be upset or like mad about like an issue at like a customer service issue?
Proper amount to be you have to be more specific.
So I Super Bowl Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I was in charge of picking up the pizzas.
Okay.
It was chaos, as you'd expect.
No pickup line? You have to wait in the common folk
It
line?
was the order was placed that morning.
Were you having Devin Hester flashbacks?
I was Big time.
Yeah.
I would have got Hestered again.
Okay.
Yes. So
Good thing they legislated kickoff returns out of the game.
I know.
Yeah.
I will officially not pick up pizza in the Super Bowl ever again. Like, that's my statement. That's what I promise. Unless if I'm picking it up at 3 o'clock and I have like 2.5 hours to spare.
Just put them in the oven at 200 and wait for the game to
Yes,
start.
that's it. That's the only way it's happening.
Or delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
That should be an option.
But
let the record show that pizza places do typically deliver.
Danny, no, that's a dumb thing to say. You know that delivery is like no man's land. You might as well
You got the
ask
cheese
for a
stuck to the
snail
box.
to deliver it. Yes.
I don't know if that's the case in this day
Dude,
and
they're
age.
so busy. I remember my buddy, he in high school, he worked for Pizza Hut on the Super Bowl Sunday, and he said he had his parents' minivan, and he had 10 pizzas in the back of the van, just like laid out.
Sloshing around.
Yeah, exactly.
Strapped to the roof.
Yeah, dude, you're fucked. He said his best day ever worked, though.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
That's like a FedEx guy on Christmas.
Yes, exactly.
Pizza guy in Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Just throwing pizzas over the fence.
Yeah.
Like it's a newspaper.
100%. Like, you are just lucky if you're able to secure one. Like, it's the fucking Furby, man. It's a Tickle Me Elmo day.
I'll give you $300 for this pizza.
Dude, for real. There's no, like, they should, I mean, that would be a scummy move, but pizza places should
Jack the prices.
Yeah, they should go Martin Shkreli on your ass for fucking Super Bowl Sunday.
That's a good reference.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, all right, Super Bowl Sunday,
So-
pizzas are $50.
Yeah.
You know?
What, do you got to eat something else?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no.
You're just waiting outside the pizza place like it's Black Friday. Waiting to get in before everyone.
So I was, hey, pick it up, but he pre-ordered it. My friend pre-ordered it, and he must have pre-ordered it probably around like early, like 2-3 o'clock.
Okay.
He's like, hey, like, pick up for 5. So I'm like, all right, like, and I
Dude,
get
that's
there
cutting it close.
5, and the place is also, let's call it 15-20 minutes from my house. We went back to the old neighborhood for it because the place is awesome.
Okay. You want to shout them out?
Yeah, I do want to shout them out because I'll get into it.
Okay.
You're hating on them right now.
No, I know, but that's why they should never be judged on their worst day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I want them to know.
for
I
everybody.
want them to know that.
Okay.
So I get there at probably 4:55, let's call it.
Okay.
And there's 8 people already in front of me. And I'm like, oh boy. And when I tell you this is not a place where you could sit at the bar and they have the game on. And this is like desk, and you got like a little waiting area.
You're cramming to get inside, and you're sweating while waiting.
Sweating or really cold because it's like an area they don't care about because people are just in
the
and
doors
out.
open and shut the whole
Yes,
time.
You're just
exactly.
waiting in the revolving door.
Yeah.
Correct. So you get it. So like I'm trying to think of like a fucking accurate like.
No, I think we
You
picture
get what
it.
I'm saying. All right.
Yeah.
Everyone's been to a place.
Yep.
It's a very clear takeout only, not a single table.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's 8 people, and it's chaos. No one knows what's going on. They're saying names. Those people aren't there, so those pizzas are sitting there.
Sounds like the DMV.
Yes, DMV, but like
Yeah.
people, got a place to get to after, and so some guy is like, hey, he's like, hurry. He's like, what do we do? You should have been prepared for this. Like some guy. Asshole.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like asshole.
A real life Yelper.
Yeah, he's like, hey, come on, it's Super Bowl, you should be prepared. And I actually loved it. The lady like clapped back at him. She's like, it's Super Bowl. He's like, cook at home next year if you want something. She told his ass. It was awesome. And
It's almost like you needed to be like the soup Nazi, pizza Nazi from Seinfeld. Like, no pizza for you.
yeah, exactly. And
Cut the line down.
It got heated. She
Yeah.
was like, go make your own food next year. I was like, damn, this is fucking crazy. So I'm like, all right, so we're sitting there and he was the only one who was an outright asshole, really, I would say, but everyone's like antsy.
Yeah.
So,
Someone's gotta. If it wasn't him, it'd probably be someone else. Once someone else starts like speaking up, you're like,
oh, fucking
relieved
I miss
inside.
Post Malone. I
Yeah.
miss Post Malone.
Yeah. Because the problem was, it wasn't that it was taking long. It's like there was also really no order.
Okay.
Like there was no like, hey, who are you? All right, Ryan. It's gonna be this.
There's 4 in front of you.
They're in the oven. Yeah, exactly. There was none of that.
Yeah.
It was like they didn't know whose orders belonged to who. Like they weren't even asking people if they were taking care of. It was chaos. You know. And
I kind of feel like it's like, hey, Super Bowl Sunday, you're getting pepperoni. Like I ordered green pepperoni. No, you have pepperoni today.
Yeah. So like finally, like I look around and I'm like, all right, it's 5:15 and all the 8 people in front of me are gone. I'm like the last of the Mohicans. I'm like the last person sitting there, and I'm like, hey, I just gotta ask anything. And it was under my buddy's name. Anything under this? And they're like, yeah, let me check. And then they'd go back, and then like they'd come back up, like, hey, any, did you find anything? They're like, oh, let me check. And they're like, then they come back one time. I'm like, hey, I might just bail. It was 5:30.
Yeah.
Like I might just bail, you know, because the game was literally kicking off. I was there for 35 minutes.
Oh no.
And they're like, yeah, he said 5 or 5:30. And I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I'm mad at my friend. I'm like, did you tell him 5:30, fucking idiot, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But then like, she's like, oh no, like you know, it's like it's gonna be like 7 more minutes, so that's like 5:37. And then I'm like, what do you think? He's like, you might as well wait it out. And I was like, all right, fine. So I've been there for 40 plus minutes.
Yeah.
Like in the vestibule.
You're pot committed.
I'm pot committed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, I'm getting Hester flashbacks. People don't know. I've told this story before. Bears made the Super Bowl in 06. I missed Devin Hester's kick return because I was picking up a pizza.
You missed the one moment of hope really in that game.
Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm like grumpy, you know, like I'm just in a grumpy mode. I'm like, yeah, like, okay, like whatever. Like
the hangers kicking.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, thank you. Like, you know what I mean? And then like finally pops out probably like 5:42 or whatever. And, you know, like they comped it all too because she knew my buddy and everything, which is super nice of them.
They comped it for Barstool lad.
No, not for me.
Like,
She knew my friend.
Do you know my boss is like the #1 pizza guy in the world? Can I cut the line here?
But like, and it's been like eating at me all last day. I hope I wasn't like a dick, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't think I was. I think I was just a little, you know. But they should, like I said, I was like, it's Super Bowl, you know, this is gonna happen. But it was I don't know. I don't know what the proper etiquette is to be like, all right, hey, this isn't great.
I get what you're saying. It's like after you've been basically standing in a mosh pit like it was a stock exchange waiting for a pizza, you have a right to be mad, but you still feel guilty for getting mad at someone just doing their job.
Yes.
I think I'm more inclined to be mad at your buddy.
Oh, yeah. I immediately reversed action. I was like, any leftover pizza I'm throwing right on your hood.
I kind of feel like you were like, oh, I was under this name. You should just dox him. Dox your buddy. I just fucking dox him. He deserves it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do blame him.
Yeah.
Would it change if from the start she was like, I'm so sorry, everybody. It's going to be a while. Like if she was apologetic first, would it change?
Yeah, but that was the problem was I never got any sort of an update until I was in there for 25 minutes.
See, that's a good reason to be mad. You're not mad that your pizza's late. You're mad that like no one cares.
There was no update.
Yeah. The anxiety of it.
Yeah. And like the phone's ringing off the hook. Like it's like the Board of Trade was like less important.
Do people order like why would the phone be ringing at 5:15?
Because people are idiots, and that's why you always got to be ahead of the curve. And that's why I'm like, all right, we're ahead of the curve. Like I did everything right. I timed it perfectly. Got there a little before 5 o'clock pickup. I'll be home. I'll be sitting down with the thing on my plate at 5:20.
But that's my question. Are there people out there who are ordering pizzas that they want delivered at halftime?
No, I think they're just dumb and they don't realize how it works. Unless if they are, there might be some halftime pizza people. Do the dips in the first half? That's actually not. I
don't hate that idea at all.
I don't hate that idea.
Yeah,
that's not bad. But then when do you do a little fucking chocolate covered pretzel or something? You know, wait till the end.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter.
I don't know.
I'm so curious about people like that. Do you know people like that who like will wait to order a pizza right when the Super Bowl starts? Like for example, people who go see a mall Santa the day before Christmas Eve. You're like, oh, we're not going to go that day. Everyone's going. But then there's still those people who go that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's going through their mind?
I don't
just
know.
ready to wait.
You thinking about anybody who would do something like this?
Yeah, well, you always see like Party City, Halloween, shit like that. People who...
What should we get for the Super Bowl?
People who know it's going to be miserable but go anyways.
Yeah, you're right. I even forgot one crucial detail, too. At the time, there's a pizza place like literally across the street. we called another one in, and I was able to, because I thought we were gonna get shut out.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to pick up one from there faster than
I
was
really?
able to. Yes,
You could have made the dough.
yeah. So it was tough. That's why I could shout them out. They're fucking great.
Yeah.
Like I said, they shouldn't be judged on their worst day.
It doesn't even sound like they were that bad to me.
No,
Yeah,
they weren't.
If this is their worst day, that's pretty fucking good.
I'll go back and I would fucking put my name, my stamp of approval all over them.
Okay.
They're great. Sorrento's on Diversity in Harlem.
All right.
So if you want to go
Northwest
there,
Side guy.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome. It's great pizza. They do an awesome job. It's a clusterfuck of a
Yeah,
day.
no, it is.
You know, they're Santa, and like, you know, you can't make it out the chimney everyone happy. I guess. Like,
Well, he does visit every boy and girl, but
yeah, true.
Yeah,
But
everyone sounds like everyone ultimately got their pizza too.
So go there. They're great people, and they're so. And I felt bad for
And
them.
your buddy's address is.
Yeah, you should. If you see his car, throw a pizza at it. But yeah, I don't know. I just had like that moment of realization. It's like how, because you obviously, I agree with the sentiment. If you treat, you know,
Oh, I hate that.
workers
Yeah.
like shit, you're the scum of the earth.
Yeah.
Right. You're like that guy who was saying like you should have been like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, but what's the fine line to be like, we got to be better? You know, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. But it's been killing me. I was like, was I too hard? I hope I wasn't. So if you're listening, I apologize if I was.
they just have to be aware of it and address the situation.
Yeah.
There's a fire, pull the fire alarm.
Yeah, but they're great. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just, you know.
Sorrento's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Try
can't you can't handle them at their worst. You don't deserve them at their
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. So
Yeah.
I'll stand with them forever. What else we got? That was a long thing,
Brother.
Sorry.
Yeah. No.
I was prepared to talk about last night. My brain is mush.
Yeah. Well, that thing we were like, you should never treat workers badly. We are workers. Okay. I don't think there's a single worker on planet Earth that gets treated worse than Rico Bosco.
Oh my god, man.
The chat broke our guy Rico. He was a broken man.
He was back last night.
It was full. Yeah, it was old Rico last night.
Yeah, I was texting him
Yeah.
this morning.
We can talk more about it on the mid show,
Yeah.
but there was just random spurts throughout the night where he's like reading the chat, and all of a sudden you hear, "I didn't fuck Michelle Obama."
My favorite one that he didn't. I don't know if anyone else saw this except for me. Maybe I was the only one that thought it was funny. But it was like, Rico sold me a predatory subprime mortgage in 2008. I lost everything.
There were some gold ones. I would just look up and they'd be so like specific and out of context. Like Rico removed his ribs.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Animal House?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so you know the big speech Belushi gives, like he's like, and did we give up when the Nazis bombed Pearl Harbor? Like he gets it wrong. And he's like, no. So, when like morale was low, someone was like, did we give up when Rico bombed Pearl Harbor?
It's amazing. It's
He's
amazing.
like, where's the line? Where's the fucking line?
There's so much more I want to go into.
I listened to yesterday's mid show. Good cross promotion.
Yeah.
I got a couple other things if we need to.
The last one, you kept going on. They kept saying that like you fucked Lizzo or something.
That's what Lizzo's thong smell like.
He's like, I don't know what Lizzo's thong smells like. And then all of a sudden I hear like half under his breath, he's like, who the fuck is Precious?
That's incredible.
Rico the Builder. It's like belaying Brexit, so it's like Bob the Builder, Rico the Builder. And he's like, fucking Rico the Builder. The chat was
Funny as fuck.
the chat was spectacular last night.
You fucking missed a free throw once, and out of nowhere he just picks up the ball and he whips it across the court, comes back, he kicks it, and Big Cat walks in, he goes, how'd it go, Rico?
The point when he missed, like he tried to like kick the big inflatable ball, he missed it like 4 times in a row. Just good. He just had L's everywhere last night.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah. You said you got other things.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm one track right now.
Yeah.
I know. Which I'm excited to record the mid show but it's just more top.
Yeah.
That's why we're saving it.
This is like the Sunday after a college trip to one of your buddies' colleges.
Yeah,
That's how my brain is
bonus
right now.
land. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I got it. Shark Tank. I assume you guys are big Shark Tank guys.
Love Shark Tank. Yeah.
So am I. I think it's probably the best mindless television show out there. Like that, Pawn Stars, Bar Rescue. Just fantastic. Just when you're in a state like you guys are in right now, you just pop it on and you're good for hours and hours.
Yeah, and it's also intriguing enough to grab your attention at times.
Yeah. So
I would never give up 25% for $400. What is this guy doing?
Yeah. Exactly. So I had this question watching it recently. So the big thing is why everyone wants to do, or why I shouldn't say everyone, why some people want to do a deal with Lori because
QVC angle.
Yeah. Who's watching QVC still?
Yeah.
I think it more than you think.
Really?
I think it's like...
Is there a QVC hive out there that I don't know about?
It's probably like all her connections too within that industry.
But it's like they move products still. Still move products. I think it's probably dying out, but I think it's women 50 and above. They still have the most money. Probably white women 50 and above probably have more access to more money than anybody on the planet. Probably on average, I'd say. And they have their credit cards out and they see that thing and they sometimes products they need to be shown. You walk by it in the aisle, it doesn't pop as much. You need to see somebody using it. You're like, fuck, that's the scrub daddy that really scrubs well. Give me 50 of those.
But how have you ever walked in a house and the QVC was just on?
Mm-mm.
Have you ever heard someone say, "Hey, pop on QVC for a second"?
No, I think it's they have it on when they're home alone kind of thing.
So it's just not for me, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't think it's for you, and I don't think anybody watches it socially. I think it's like you're home, you're alone, the kids are at school.
But even do you know your mom's?
I'm
and
sure my mom.
friends?
I think my mom has probably bought things off of QVC before.
Regardless, is it that astounding of amount that people talk about it that much? That's what I don't get.
QVC sales per year.
Check it out, Chief. Oh, it's a purple link.
They do, oh my God. In 2021, revenue generated by QVC, $11.35 billion.
Wow,
QVC is fucking raking it in. And that was down a little bit from 2020. But from 2018, it was $3 billion more in 2018 than it was in 2017. So yeah, I guess QVC is maybe we were wrong about that, where it's not just elderly or older women, because they're killing it.
I mean, I have nothing against it either. I would pop it on and check it out once in a while, but I just never.
I don't think they would really have products for you. I think the products are geared towards women too.
All of them?
I think so, because I think they know who their audience is.
You use some women products.
Yeah.
Now it says 2023, it's actually down to 6.5 billion. So that's a pretty big decline from
big loss.
2021. I don't know.
They had a dispute with DirecTV or something.
They all started pairing with Cuban.
Yeah.
Yeah, lost a lot of deals.
Yep.
But I'm sure, what is there data from before Shark Tank?
So that thing I had, Shark Tank came out when? 2012?
It's older than you think.
2012 is pretty old.
Yeah.
It's 12 years now.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
2009.
2009.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Go back to this thing.
Are you sad Mark's gone?
Yeah, I thought so that show, he was not on season 1 of that show.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And they had done that show before in Canada, and that's where they found, they had Mr. Wonderful. He's Canadian. He was on the blue-eyed guy who's Robert cries all the time. They were both on the Canadian version, but it was like Dragon's Lair or something like that. It wasn't Shark Tank. And so my brain just shut off. Sorry.
That's fine. You got a good run so far, better than me.
I asked you if you're sad that Mark Cuban is.
Yeah. So I thought when he's not on there, I do feel like the show's missing something. I still think Mr. Wonderful is the straw that stirs the drink.
Yeah, I think you came for Mark Cuban, you stayed for Mr. Wonderful. Yeah. Are they replacing Cuban with anyone?
Well, they've been doing a lot of guests.
They've been doing that for a while, like A-Rod.
Yeah.
So Mark started as a guest, it says. So did Lori start as a guest. The main cast initially was Kevin Harrington, who did the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And then Damon, Barbara, Robert, and Kevin.
Yeah.
So that's the core 4.
I feel like they need a real asshole.
Mr. Wonderful could be a pretty big dick.
Yeah, but there's something I find him so endearing, though.
Wait, endearing or funny?
Both. Hey, I think he's...
I like him. I think he's funny, but I don't know. I wouldn't describe him as endearing.
Lori's actually probably the meanest overall.
You think so?
I think Barb's the meanest.
Yeah, I think Barb's the meanest.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Barb.
Yeah, Barb's
because she doesn't even come back with a joke. She's just straight up mean.
I remember the Big Cat A-Rod. What was that podcast they did?
The Corp.
The Corp. And they had Barbara Corcoran on. She was kind of rude on that.
Was she?
To Big Cat. She would talk to A-Rod, and I don't think she realized how massive Dan was. So she was just oh, who's this?
Really?
But she would kind of talk to A-Rod and was very dismissive to Dan. And there was another guy who was like that on that show too.
I think Big Cat openly said that too. He was she just didn't like me. Exactly what you said. Didn't take Barstool seriously.
Yeah.
I think PFT said before on a podcast that she's just super horny. So maybe that was it.
Oh,
maybe. She talks like she's horny on Shark Tank too. Yeah.
She's probably into some weird shit.
A little horned up.
Yeah.
Barbara. There's been some wild guest appearances too. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, she's the Goop lady. I bet you she moves a lot of product on QVC.
Barkley, I saw one recently where he was on.
Oh, I've never seen him on.
Yeah,
I feel I haven't seen a new episode in a while.
Ashton Kutcher.
He bothers me for some reason. I can't put my finger on it exactly. I don't want to take investment advice from Ashton Kutcher. I kind of root for his deals to fail.
That's fucked up.
That escalated quickly.
I know.
That's fucked
and it's
up.
I don't have any reason for that. It's just,
I like Ashton Kutcher.
I don't know.
He's a Bears fan.
Yeah. That's actually kind of part of it. I've seen him give sports interviews about being a Bears fan in sports before, where I'm just you're too Hollywood about this. The way he talks about Walter Payton. I'm you're my age. You don't remember Walter Payton.
Yeah, and you're from Iowa.
No, he's older than you, dude.
Not that much older. Not old enough to be having core memories about Walter Payton.
He's 46.
Okay.
So he was born in 78.
He was born in 78?
Yeah.
So Peyton retired in 88?
Yeah, so he's got a little overlap there.
I don't know.
I think he does. I think he's got a case here. Yeah, he retired in 87.
87. So that means, I don't know.
He barely remembers him if he does.
Yeah, and Peyton was past his prime. But he saw him break the record.
He's almost perfectly lined up age with me and Jordan.
Yeah. But even you kind of
I admit
you missed the Jordan era.
Yeah. I remember Jordan the last shot against Utah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I have pretty vivid memories of the second 3 with Jordan. But not and faint memories of the first 3.
Mm-hmm. So fair.
Yeah.
Fair point. I don't know why you root for him to fail, but here we are.
You punk people, dude.
You can kind of almost put him in the category with Shia LaBeouf. Is just one of those people that I irrationally don't like.
All right. Everyone has that.
Yeah.
Maria Sharapova, Kevin Hart. There's been a lot of them.
Celebrity guest
host,
yeah. Do you think they need to replace Cuban with a name, or can they replace him with a personality rich guy who can Mr. Wonderful?
They probably established enough of a fan base, but I think only a name could replace Cuban.
Yeah, but none of those I almost feel there needs to be an Elon Musk, where it's you're famous for being a business person, as opposed to I've made money in other ways and now I'm gonna splash around on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Watch him get Jay-Z.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll get something like that.
Jay-Z had kind of seemed like he had kind of shitty seats for the Super Bowl. I don't know if he can afford to be on Shark Tank.
Really?
Yeah, he was in the way upper deck.
I didn't see that.
But it was like Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Jack Dorsey were in a box together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But like Jack Dorsey, I would be interested if Jack Dorsey was
like jumped in.
Yeah.
Or like Zuckerberg or Elon.
Yeah. But maybe specifically, I'm very intrigued by Jack Dorsey. He seems like such a weird guy.
Yeah. Like the stories you hear about him. And
yeah. And like.
Big barefoot guy.
Right. I would love to.
Is he?
Yeah. Like he probably grounds himself with the earth. And
oh, you're assuming. There's no, like, you never seen him.
I think I have.
You think he walks around barefoot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was, they did
surfs.
They did an episode of Black Mirror and they modeled a guy after him who was like super eccentric, I guess would be the word.
Yeah. And then like when all those like Twitter files, you know, like the Matt Taibbi links came out about, it felt like Jack Dorsey was just like, I've had enough dealing with bullshit, and then he just kind of stepped away, and that's when everything went like insane. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting, but Cuban's a Titan.
He is. I'm very curious about what his next move is going to be too.
But how many fucking deals can you make, right?
I think
he's got the most in the history of the show.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I also read though, which I think kind of really sucks, is all half of those deals never happen.
So,
off camera.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like they like go back on them and shit.
Oh.
Do you want to hear a tragic story?
How tragic we talking?
This goes back to the polls. My old job.
Oh no. Okay.
So we had this customer who did. It was called Tickle Water, which was and they were great. I feel bad for them, and they were making progress, but they were doing like these little 8-ounce sparkling waters, no sugar, no calorie, so you could have like a soda for your kid, like geared towards kids, without any of the, 100 grams of sugar or whatever it is. So, and they went on Shark Tank, and they got a deal, and it was with, let's say the guy's name again.
Robert.
With Robert.
Rare.
I believe it was Robert, and it was in our plastic can, and then we just, like, the company went out of business, so we couldn't supply them, but they had a deal to grow their business, but they couldn't get the package because we couldn't make it anymore because the polls ran the business into the ground.
So you guys.
So they cut that out. They cut them out of that episode. Like, the episode never aired, but they went through the whole process. They went, they filmed it, went through the due diligence. The woman who was running the company, I can't think of her name right now, did a great job. And then, like, when they're going through, like, they do like another round of due diligence before the off camera after the deal is struck to go through everything. And they're like, well, where are you getting these? And they're like, well, we're having a really hard time. And it's like, well, can you source them somewhere else? Like, no, we really can't. Like, there's another version in China, but it's just like, so then Robert, like, we have to pull out because it's like, this is too risky of an investment if there's no way to actually make the product. So, like, they cut, so that their portion of that episode never aired. And I think that business just never really ever got going.
Did you hit him up like, Robert, sorry the deal didn't go through? Best Eagle.
Best Eagle. Yeah.
Damn, so you're at fault for Tickle Water.
No, I'm not at fault. I did everything I could for them. Blame the Polish.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sad. It looks like their website's still going.
Tickle Waters?
Yeah. Huh.
Why couldn't it have been Ashton Kutcher who invested?
Good packaging.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh, one more thing this Saturday. If you're in Chicago, come on out to this charity event on Saturday that's very near and dear to Danny. Danny, a little bit about it.
It's the best night of the year. First of all, it's a gala and casino night. It's going to be at Venue West. It is for the 41 and 9 Foundation. We had them on last year, actually, my friends Brendan and Anna. You can get your tickets by going to henryschuler.org. That's SCHUELER. And cocktail attire is required, so come dressed to the nines in your best suit, your best dress, whatever it is, and there's going to be plenty of prizes. casino games, even a magician will be floating around, a DJ, and all of the above. So come join me and Eddie. We'll both be there.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event. Go there. I'll post something on my Instagram today as well and Twitter. I'm sure you'll have something up too. So just tap that link and grab a ticket. It's in the West Loop. So if you're looking to play some casino games Saturday night, support a good cause, come on out Saturday night. Danny and I will be there. And, yeah, that's really all there is to it.
Yeah. Go your best suit.
There we go. All right, everybody. That's it for today. See you Saturday, hopefully.